April is National Donate Life Month. It's a time that helps bring awareness to organ donation around the country and encourage Americans to register as organ and tissue donors. Joining us this morning in the Good Day Chicago studios is Dr. Michael Abecassis, Chief of Organ Transplantation over at Northwestern Medicine. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Michael. We appreciate it. Let's talk a little bit about this month and why it's so important, the awareness of donating.
Sure. There are 135,000 people on a waiting list for transplantation in the United States. And the number of transplants that are performed in the United States every year is less than 20,000. So there are just not enough organs, and many people die every day waiting for an organ. So it's really important to raise awareness so that people, when a decision needs to be made about organ donation, are at least aware of the implications of not donating an organ.
Doctor, you've been with patients and families alike, of course, when they're getting to the end, close to that point where they need that donation made, that tissue donation made. What are those moments like for those families? And what's that conversation like for you as a doctor to tell them, you know, we've got the word out there that you need, but you're still on the waiting list?
Right. Well, from a physician's perspective, it's a tremendous feeling of just being helpless. And you know, you have the ability, you have the technology to save someone's life, but you are depending on the availability of an organ. Mm-hmm. And so it's very frustrating. From the patient's perspective, it's hopelessness because they look at death coming closer literally every minute, and they know that there's a solution, but they're not going to get it.
Why do you think, Dr. Abecassis, people are not going out and getting registered and not donating their tissues, their organs?
I think people are altruistic by nature, and so I think if people were really aware of the implications of not donating, whether it's a deceased organ or a living donor, they would do it. I think a lot of it has to do with just not being aware of the crisis and how severe the crisis of organ shortage is.
So what do you say in the 20 seconds that we have left to viewers out there about getting registered, about doing more to help save others' lives?
Well, I would tell people to get informed and not wait until they or somebody in their families needs a transplant before becoming engaged and increasing awareness about organ donation.
Because you can do this right there on your driver's license here in the state of Illinois, correct?
Well, yeah, you have to do it on the driver's license, but then you have to register. But I also would put out a word about living donation.
Okay.
And living donation is really one of the solutions, and we do living donation for livers and for kidneys. And I would just encourage people to have the dialogue.
All right, Dr. Michael Abecassis, thank you so much. The website there, transplant.nm.org for more information.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's just about 9:30. Up next on Good Day Chicago.